sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I?
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and when
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. Kickoff for Baltimore. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out.
She-Rag got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. Okay. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but they from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage. Put the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate. Meditate, hydrate. Protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your perm at. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be great at small times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And now off to the races down the right side.
Jackson's pass.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Baltimore.
Hollywood Marquise Brown. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Is good. Makes the score Ravens 7, Falcons nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
5-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete to Smith. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Patrick Queen.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And he'll be out of bounds. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there, a big gainer.
They'll look to run with counter. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Darnold completes it, and he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Ito Smith, his first carry, down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Ito Smith, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Everson Griffin. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play fake, and it's Darnold. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal. Darnold now to throw. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the Ravens' 8-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Falcons nothing.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Right back to Dobbins on first. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Towards the end zone for Brown. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will extend their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Falcons 7. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Ravens.
And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
No gain on the play.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From the gun, Jackson. Oh, looking for Andrews down. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. James Conner, his 9th touchdown of the season as the Ravens push further out in front. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Ravens 28, Falcons 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, it's Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Faking the give. Darnold. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
3rd down and 4.
Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7 at the 11-yard line.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 3 last play this time. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
For the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they?
And that's caught inside the 35.
How you like me
and
now?
all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35, Falcons 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken just shy of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Darnold. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team.
Darnold, he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on second and long. Darnold from the gun. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run for it here with Smith. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Gordon on first down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right down Broadway. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Justin Rohrwasser set to kick off.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, it'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Takes this about 5 yards deep. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To throw is Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A 5-yard gain.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now Ito Smith. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
6-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. It's Darnold. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
From the 50, it's Darnold. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection, Ryan to Jones there. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Well, as a lineman, they're trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Back to throw, Darnold. Smith catches left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Darnold from the red zone now. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with him. Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And now nothing but green ahead of him.
If you were me, you do this too.
And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They needed a yard. They got it. First down. On first down, Darnold. And Darnold got to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Tavon Young. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
At their own
first possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before? And he's into the clear. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Ravens 55. Falcons.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
That's good.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Smith on first down. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They go play action here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking deep for Julio. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Carry for Baltimore. The stop made by Jarrell Casey. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
The tackle made by Dante Fowler.
After the interception, here's Darnold. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Dobbins hit and he fumbles. And the Falcons grab it. So they've got the football and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
at their own 7-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Four receivers in the formation here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A tackle made by Blake Martinez.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
43 is the mic. 43 is the
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. He's at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Pierre Desir in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line. Today's final score, Ravens.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Ravens, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.